Okay, guys, so now we're going to look at how to take a rectangular shape and with the same perimeter, but have a different area. So looking at the shape on our screen here, we see that it has a length of 4 and a width of 2. We know that 4 times 2 is 8, so the area of this shape is 8 centimeters squared. Its perimeter is 12 centimeters because 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, and plus 2 is 12, right? So we know, again, 8 centimeters squared and 12 centimeters for the perimeter. But how can I take this shape and let it help me to determine another shape with the same perimeter but a different area? Well, here I'm going to show you how we can do that. I've drawn here our rectangle with our bands with a 2 by 4 dimension. I'm going to show you another little part that's really cool about this feature is the math expressions down here with the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division symbols. If I click on that, I can do the 2, hit done, move it right over here. I can make it a little smaller, and look, now I've got my side length right there by it, and it's nice and neat instead of trying to draw it. Again, I can draw it if I want to, or I can do it like this. I just thought I'd show you that neat also trick. So I've done that, but now I know the other side is going to be 4, so I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so there's my 2 by 4. I know that 2 times 4 again is 8. That's going to give me an area of 24. So I'm going to watch this. I'm going to show that. I'm going to say 2 times 4 equals 8. I'm going to make it small and I'm going to pop it right here into the circle, and there it is. Isn't that cool? But I want to show the perimeter also. So to show the perimeter, again, I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to do 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. And that's, of course, going to give me 12. Done. I'm going to shrink it a little bit because I want it to be a little smaller and put it right under there. And now I have my perimeter. But I want, again, the whole purpose of this is to find a shape that has the same perimeter of 12 in this shape, but a different area. Well, there's a cool trick I can do with this, and that's why I wanted to use the geoboard to show you. I can take the same shape, and I can use it to find another rectangle. So here's what I'm doing. I'm actually going to make this one more time, just so I can play with it a little bit. 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. And there's my 4, and here's my 2. Now, it's the identical shape, so it's going to have the same area and the same perimeter. Great, but I want a different area. So here's what I can do. I know that I have 2 here and 4 here. Here's a really cool trick. If I take one away from one side and give one to one side, I can make a figure that has a different area but the same perimeter. Watch. I'm going to take one away from the 2 to make it a side length of 1. Okay? But I'm also going, but if I took one away from here, I have to give one back to the other side. So I've got 4 here, so I'm going to stretch, I'm going to stretch this one out one more, which means I have to move this over too. Hold on. It's not cooperating right now. There it goes. So now I have a side length of 1 here and the side length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to label my sides again. So now I have a side length of 5 here, and here I'm going to have a side length of 1. And there it is. All right. Now, what is 1 times 5? Let's look. 1, times 5 equals, yes, we all know it's 5. So that is going to be my new area, right? But do I have the same perimeter? Let's check. Again, I'm going to add my side lengths. I'm going to do 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 1 is 12. So it equals 12. And looky there. I have the same perimeter, but a different area. And wasn't that a cool trick? Let's do it one more time, starting again with our yellow rectangle. Let's use green this time. So here's the 2. And then I'm going to go over here by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always count to check because I have made the mistake many times. So you make sure you do it too. All right, so here's my 2 by 4. Last time I took 1 away from the 2 and gave 1 to the 4. Let's do this time. Let's give 1 to the 2 and take 1 from the 4. So to do that, if I give 1 to the 2, that means I'm going to go down to 3. Okay, interesting. All right, so now I have a side length of 3 here. That means this is also, whoops, this one is not cooperating. Hold on, there we go. Now I've got a side length of 3. But now I need to, if I gave 1 to the 2, I need to take 1 from the 4. So that means I have to move this back 1. So that gave me a side length of 3 here. Gave me a side length of 3 here. And now I have 3 by 3. Well, what's 3 by 3? Let's do the math. 3 times 3 equals 9, right? So the area of this figure is 9. Let's see which is different than the 8 and the 5. Let's see if we still kept the same perimeter though. Again, this is 3, so this is 3. This is 3, so this is 3. Interesting. So I'm going to add up 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals, well, 3, 6, 9, 12. There it is. And now I have another figure with the same perimeter, but different areas. Pretty cool, right? And I love how the GeoBoard helps you to do that. Don't forget to take a screenshot to show your work to your teacher when you're finished.